Hello and welcome. My name's Simon from Premium Quality Air Rifle Accessories, and this is just a short video to do a tabletop review, do the specs, unboxing, and take a close look at some of the new products that we've just got in to see if they meet your needs and if they're the kind of thing that you might want to add to your list when you come to buy a scope or an accessory. Anyway, we'll jump straight in. This is the first one. It's a TEagle scope. It's a 3 to 9 by 40 and it's AO, an illuminated reticle as well. It's sub £100. It's £99.99. It might even be a little bit cheaper than that. That includes free delivery and a warranty. It's a bit blingy, but I've grown to like it. The glass quality is pretty good. Well, it's better than pretty good. It is superb. It really gave me a bit of a surprise. Not what I'm used to. And after giving it a bit of a go for a while and testing it out, I can see that anyone who bought one of these to put on a one of the sort of the cheaper end PCPs would be exceptionally pleased with the results. It holds a very consistent zero, which you would expect anyway of all scopes these days. It's very easy to zero in. The glass quality is good, and the reticle view, edge to edge, it looked massive when I looked through it the first time. I don't know if it's, you get used to looking through first focal plane scopes with slightly reduced field of view, but the field of view was massive. The glass seemed to go edge to edge, as did the reticle, and yeah, just really impressed. So as you can see, it's a bit blingy, nice bits of red on it, although a lot of people like that on the scopes these days. And there's a lot of guns with a lot of red on, Red Wolves and all that kind of thing. Not that I'm necessarily suggesting this is a good pairing with a Red Wolf, although it's a good scope. Everything's metal, so the turrets are metal. Even these bits, I assume they were going to be plastic, but as far as I can tell, I mean, they're freezing cold. They're a bit of anodized aluminium. They look great. Zoom ring runs lovely and smooth between 3 to 9. A good little writing scope this. It's got a decent wide field of view, very simple to use. Once you've got it zeroed, you'd have no worries at all. A little bit of markings on the side there, TEagle 3 to 940 AOIR, and the stamp underneath. The turrets are the what we've come to sort of the standard push pull now. Pull up, positive clicks, push down. Are they as good as some of the ones that are £400 or £500? The clicks are very positive. They do what they're supposed to do. Yeah, they're not quite there, but they're good enough, and you get a nice positive click and an easy registration or easy register of your markings, which is what you want. They're not resettable turrets, unless that cap pops off, which it may well do. Can't see an Allen key. There's usually an Allen key in the box if they're resettable, but I don't think that's going to be an issue. I think for the kind of shooting this is going to be used for, you're going to zero your gun, probably set it down at 10 or 15 yards and you'll be plinking or popping rats off all day long. It's an adjustable objective. It goes down beyond 10 yards. I think about 10 yards is where I found it kind of operates at its best. And then you can go all the way up to infinity. It's nice and smooth. It is fairly stiff, but that's not a bad thing, because you're not going to knock it in the field when you're dragging it through a hawthorn hedge or anything like that. And I imagine there's going to be a little bit of loosening up on that as you go. Not stiff, but it's it's firm. It's really nicely, this knurled aluminium finish. I don't know why a lot of other manufacturers don't kind of take up on this. It's quite grippy for your fingers. It looks good. It saves having bits of rubber here and there and everywhere. And yeah, really nicely, nice touch. The coating on it, it's a little bit shiny, not really shiny, and it certainly won't reflect loads of light. The flip up covers, they're exceptionally well made. There's a few manufacturers could take a leaf out of TEagle's book with the quality of the flip ups. Almost rubberized at the bottom here. I mean, they are cheap flip ups, but they're, by other standards, very good. Illuminated reticle, 5 settings red, 5 settings green. And the battery goes in the side. We put a battery in and we test everyone before we send them out. In the box you get cleaning cloth, you get the spec card, and the warranty on these, it's a year, and that's sufficient. There's very little to go wrong with these. You know, if you've got them on your gun, you're using them week in, week out, there's very little to fail. I would suggest these are an air rifle scope. And I would suggest they're probably not the best for a spring gun. But that's not to say they're not well put together. I think it's just a matter of horses for courses, really. The reticle's really clear. It's like a dot style reticle. I'll put all the specs up on the screen and a picture. When I first looked through it, I was just amazed. The picture just seemed massive. When you know the reticle, when you look through it, it somehow seemed huge compared to scopes that I've been shooting recently. In there you get proper traditional sunshade, which is always a nice feature. Set of decent mounts, what I call a white box mount. They're well made, they're not cheap mounts. They come off the same production line as many of the branded ones, and then they're white boxed to go in with the scopes. Quite a lot for your money there for 99 quid. And I'm pretty certain anyone who bought that would not be disappointed. There's very little you can buy in that price range that has the same quality glass. It's nicely finished. Everything in the box is decent. You're not going to be like, oh, chuck that away. So yeah, highly recommended. So that's the TEagle, and it's the 3-9x40 AO IR. And for some reason it's got Hong Kong Tactical on the end of it. It doesn't seem to make any sense at all. But that's that. Next one is the base optics, and it's a laser rangefinder. I've been trying this for a few months. Absolutely love it. This comes from Elite Optics, who are a wholesaler in the UK, so it's a British imported product. Comes with a decent warranty and backup. You get a lithium CR2 battery, which we put in before we send it to check it all works as it should. It's important with these that you get them in the right way around, otherwise you can damage the product. Battery just goes in. Being honest, I don't know how I've ever lived without one of these. I've always had a rangefinder in my pocket for if I needed one. You know, a big bulky thing, you'd take it out, you'd try find the target, you'd range it, you'd have to put it back in your pocket, then you'd have to pick your gun up. This sits on top of your gun, or at the side of your gun on a Picatinny Weaver, or we can add a dovetail adapter in. It's zeroable, so you can, you know, get it to look at where your pellet's going to land. In which case, you know, at least you're ranging the right thing. It's got little open sights on the top to help you do that. And it's as simple as your battery in. Once the battery's in, you have a little thumb pad that can clip on the side of your rifle. Push the thumb pad. I don't know if that's going to show. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, it does that. And it comes to life. It shows the distance in meters. I'm not sure if you can change it for yards, but I'll find that out. It shows angle of incline and the battery life. I've taken some videos just outside, which I'll try seamlessly join in. I doubt they'll be seamless, but we'll have a go. to show how it works. Just a really nice thing. These are 149 quid, which sounds like a lot of money, but then if you compare it to the price of one of the pocket devices, it's pretty much like for like. But this, you've got all the zero-in technology, you know, the thumb finger operation, and yeah, just a really nice thing. Transform my shooting. I mean, it's a bit cheating when you're using it with your mates for HFT, but it really is a nice, accurate piece of kit. To turn it off, you just keep your finger on the button. Touch wood. Should we go off? There we go. Job done. Yeah, so that's the base optics. Laser rangefinder. It goes out to about 700 meters. I've been honest, I've not tried it out to 700 meters. I really don't shoot any further out than 55 yards. That's about as far as I've got. But lots of positive reviews saying it's extremely accurate and it does what it's supposed to do. I can highly recommend that product. We've got the Wulf IR400 Illuminator. Now my shooting sort of hobby is based around target shooting, HFT, FT, and then just friendly shoots with my friends on a Sunday. I don't do too much hunting, only because I don't have a lot of time these days. So my learning curve on the hunting stuff, or the modern hunting stuff, is just kind of starting, and the last few months I've spent a lot of time working out what's the right stuff to have and what's the right stuff to sell. We've got some night vision gear on now, which I've tested, and I think is about as good as you can get for the money. This works really well with the night vision stuff. It's the IR400 from Wulf. It's an infrared, well, they say illuminator, I say torch, which is a torch in it. But anyway, it comes with a hand strap, rechargeable battery. It's a 45mm focusable lens. This is a good quality bit of kit. This again comes from Elite Optics, so it's a UK product, or it's made in China, but it's a UK import, so it's a quality product. It's gone through rigorous testing to make sure that it's the best it can be. It focuses to a fine beam, or you can floodlight a field. What I've found through talking to customers is they tend to use the night vision on a focused beam, and then they usually add one of these on top to floodlit a field so they can scan around to get the best of both worlds. Yeah, really nice. You've got three power settings, which can be turned on and off at the back. If you're using it as a standalone like that, as a torch, you can take the back off, and you can add the finger pad, so you can just activate it when you need to activate it, and that you know, is a nice little touch. Just well thought out. Everything in the box you're going to need. See if we can get this battery out. The battery is branded up as Wulf as well. It's a lithium battery, 3,600 mega amp hours. It's a standardized battery that seems to be used in a lot of the night vision gear. So that fits the MVE 20 as well, which is one of the night vision units we sell. So you can have 4 or 5 of them, and you can batteries. You can have them all charged, and you can use them whichever way you want. Decent battery, good life on it. It says the running time on the box suggests that you can run it for 3 hours. I would suggest that you probably can't run it for 3 hours, and that maybe about 2 is about right. Given that there's different settings, I imagine if you put it on the lowest setting, you might get somewhere in the region of 3 hours. You get a mount to put this to you on your gun, either on an accessory rail underneath. You can mount that on top of the MVE20 unit, so you got everything all in one place. Decent mount. It's nice that everything's in the box. There's some spare O-rings in the box as well, but they've disappeared underneath the rubber. You get a charger. It's all branded up Wulf because it's quality checked. All the specs underneath. It's CE rated, so it's European British standard, which is good. And it's what I call a generic charger. It's the same that all the other units use, which is great. That means it's reliable because everybody's using it. They wouldn't pick it if it wasn't. It's readily available for replacement if it breaks. If presumably you're going to use this for an extended period of time, because it's not a cheap thing. It's $49.99 or a little bit more than that. So it's good to have bits that you can replace. It charges from a USB port. You can charge it in your car, charge it off your computer. You can plug it into your phone charger to charge the batteries. I would suggest you don't want to be using a fast charger, one of these 3 megaamp hour ones. I think you probably need to be doing it about between 1 and 2 to get a good charge that doesn't damage your battery. And yeah, that's it. I'll put the proper pricing for this unit up on top of the screen, because I'm being honest, I think it's $49.99. I might have got it completely wrong. But yeah, really well made, nicely finished. Complements great any night vision gear, and it seems to be about the best out there for the money. There's a lot of dearer ones, and there's a lot of cheaper ones. This one sits somewhere in the middle as a quality checked, guaranteed, warranted item. Yeah, that's it. We've got loads of new scopes coming in from West Hunter. We've taken the rest of the range now. We've had a chance to try them all, including a new 4-16 second focal plane scope with no illuminated reticle, but it's really, really nice, and that's going to be sub £100 as well, or very, very close to that. So yeah, thank you for watching. Do what everybody else tells you to do on YouTube: like, subscribe, share, comment. I'm getting reasonably good at replying to the comments now. If you've got any questions at all about any of the products or any of the products we sell, just give us a bell. Leave a message. If we don't answer the phone, I'll always phone you back. Drop us an email, drop us a text. We're pretty responsive, and we try really hard to offer good customer service and decent products that, for pound, we reckon can't be beat. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care of yourself. Bye.